Ananuihi Nyaki. Ananuihi Nyaki. That's who we are, people. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, if you hang on to the end, you're going to get some good information from the tribal nations. Greetings, everyone. Staying in Light podcast here. Your host is Kaiser. Yes, that Kaiser. And I know you can't see me. Well, I can't see you, so we're even. But I can read your text, and you can hear my voice. Now, we can communicate very well if you have questions or they ask me. It's okay. Just follow the guidelines. The first thing they say in the guidelines is be respectful. That's not my guidelines. That's the community standards guidelines for this forum. And you're respecting yourself when you do that. You can't come here and disrespect the host. I mean, who does that? Well, that's another topic. Ananuihi Yahi. They call it Cherokee. Yeah, because they couldn't pronounce it. It sounded like Chakai. So they just made up a word. And that word made up a nation. And they say, oh, I recognize you now. What? That's your creation. I met a man the other day, melanated gentleman. He was telling me how he was, he had his Cherokee card. He was a member of the Cherokee. He was proud to show it. I said, that's interesting. Now, I'm not one who confront people that I don't really know that much about. But I do address these type of events on my forum. Because what I was going to say to him, I need to say to a lot of people out there. You got these cards of names that are not your names. I promise you, every tribe you're calling yourself is not the name the people call themselves. And that's very important. Because until you name yourself, call yourself by the name of your ancestors, you are somebody's property. So I don't care what kind of card they give you, what kind of, let's say, privileges, because they're not rights. They can be taken away. That's not your nation. Cherokee Nation is a misnomer. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a corporation. It's U.S. corporation, brother. Your ancestors did not call themselves Cherokee. Ananuihi Niwa. That's what they call themselves. And it amazed me how my people. The sister comes out, she said, my people. No, I say my people. Because I don't know if they really are mine or not. Just by your complexion. It's so hard to pronounce names that are not English. like English is your name and these other names are so hard to pronounce. You got a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work to do. You have been, wow, spell casted. Yeah, you've been spell casted outside your name. You see those zombie movies, these people walking without purpose and direction? That's you. I mean, let me be kind. If you don't know your name, your tribal names, if you calling yourself black, Negro, colored, Afro American, mixed, you are a zombie. That's no nice way to say it. Cause you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. I just like this beautiful picture. Her face says so much. It's like I'm strong. You can't tell me who I am. What does it say to you? She say you can do all that you want to do, but I'm going to be true to me, who I am. And I know her hair is natural. She's not trying to show no skin. That's intelligence, man, women. This is a symbol of intelligence. And this is what you got to get returned back to. You've been around them people so long, you acting just like worse. Worse. And you notice the men, they dress like little boys now. I have yet to see a man with long pants on. I say, what's going on here? And they t-shirts. Everybody wearing t-shirts. Women wearing shorts. Even old women. Even the babies. Okay, let me stop playing, y'all. It's a serious topic, but you got to keep it light. You got to keep it light. So, what question y'all got? That's all I'm gonna share for right now. But I will tell you, if you want to know your tribal identity, your real name, and you don't want to take time to find it, or you want me to do it for you, yeah, I can do that. I can give you some history in your tribe, and yeah, your history, your name, and you can start garnishing that energy of your ancestors just by using the name. So stop calling yourself the names that was given you, and every last one of those names have been changed, some more than others. They're even spelled different. So I don't know if they open up the chat now. I haven't spoken with anybody for last few videos. I think maybe they say I'm too controversial. I don't know. I don't know what's in these people's mind. I'm not going to even worry about that. Sometimes the chat is open, sometimes it's not. It look like these one of those days it's not open. So be it. So those who are listening, and you come on the replay, listen. If you come on a replay, just put a comment. You like it, you don't like it. It helps now to get it circulated if I can get comments, but they got it locked. Yeah, these are all the tricks they do because they, D-E-Y, they just don't want you to know who you are. And that's sad. Because if we don't know who we are, you have created a monster, a Frankenstein. And it's going to come and haunt you. You cannot do evil deeds and get away scot-free. No, your children pay for the things your father, grandfather did. There's got to be retribution. This is a divine law. I'm not saying anything outside of nature. Some people call it karma. Some people call it goes around, what comes around goes around. But if you want peace and we want peace, we got to deal with things justly. We can't put it off for another generation to deal with it. That's very, very evil, to make your children pay for things that you should have done. That creates a lot of guilt in these generations because they know a wrong has been done. No matter how they try to spin it. And they say, well, I'm innocent. No. The sins of the fathers are visited on the children to the fourth, fifth generation. I'm not saying that. That's the Bible says that. That's the book most people go by. I'm just repeating the scriptures. So you want to change that paradigm. You want to do a paradigm shift and say the buck stops here. Who said that? Was it Roosevelt? He really meant it too. He was very instrumental in that no being no more dollar anymore. So you got to look at these people, what they say. They tell you the buck stop here. I mean, we ain't got no dollar no more. You got paper. You got debt notes. You don't have no bucks. And he told you the buck stops here. That just came to me. And a lot of things like that just come to me because of my vibration, where I'm vibrating at. And, man, you got to sacrifice a lot to vibrate high. You know, I was talking with a friend of mine about, doing some land searching, finding certain properties. And the word got back to me that I wasn't specific enough. I can't be taken serious. And I asked the spirit, I said, what is that all about? What's the hostility? And the answer is, people want to know that you can, in other words, they want to know that you got the money. Once they know you are a person with wealth, they even treat you different. But until they know that, you just like anybody else. They don't care because they're about the bottom line. And they cater to those who have proven themselves. So what she was saying is that her friend, she didn't value her friend connections because she was thinking, whoever you're talking to, I know they don't have the money for that. So that's devaluing her friendship because she don't even know me. So I'm just telling y'all to try to think clearly and stop being judgmental. That is a sickness. It's a spell that's cast on you. And that's going to keep you in a low vibration. You want a lot of things you're looking at, you can't even see, you can't understand. That's what it means, blind, deaf, and dumb. You rotating in lewd behavior. Okay, enough of that. So let me see your comments in the chat, and we'll get back with you. Oh man, I got quite a few people in the queue. I see y'all can't get in. I know if y'all was getting in, somebody will be sending some messages, because that's what y'all do. Okay, we will keep this communication going. And I'm going to come here mostly answer your questions. I have a lot of new information to present. Well, I always got something new. But I got to know you. You got the old before I go with the new.